I want to tell you a simple story, and this is the response. If I say story, story, you say story. Story, story? Story. If I say once upon a time, you say time, time. Once upon a time, time, time. So, there was a farmer, his family and their farm, and one night, he set a mouse trap. And some of the mice saw this trap. And they ran to the other animals and said, "There's a mouse trap in the farm." They said to the pigs, what did they say? "There's a mouse trap in the farm." And the pig said, "What is that to me?" Said to the sheep, "There's a mouse trap in the farm." And the sheep said, "What is that to me?" Went to the chickens, "There's a mouse trap." Well, come morning, the trap actually caught a deadly snake, and it had not died, and the farmer's wife went to check and was stung by the snake. So they rushed her to the hospital, and when people came to commiserate with the farmer, he wanted some lamb chops, and where do you get them? From the sheep. So he got some sheep, he killed them. What has a mouse trap got to do with the sheep? When the bill came, the farmer needed to sell some chicken that you find in the grocery store. What has the chicken got to do with a mouse trap? And pork chops came from where? So what I want to tell you is what Maria Wright Edelman has been trumpeting for all of us, that all our children are simply our children. That is what it is. Thank you. For years, I've been working with our young people who are in detention centers, who are incarcerated and coming out from them. And what we have discovered is that because of our negligence at taking care of the most basic human needs, the things that humanize all of us, wouldn't you be pained if you knew that a child broke into a car just to get money to buy hot dogs for his siblings? And that child ends up in a detention center, and we are going to spend 4 times the amount we would have spent for that child in school, and the child is still going to come out not being able to use a calculator. That is the cost to you and I. When we close our eyes and say, what is that to me? What does a mouse trap have to do with me? What does the incarceration of a child from the West Village have to do with somebody who lives in Cayuga Heights? That is the most stupid attitude to have if you are a human being. The reason we decided it is good to have car insurance is that while I may be able to control my driving, I cannot control yours. The same reason why we have immunization is that while I may be well, you may not be well. So it's good for me to make sure that you don't get it. Then I won't get it. That's what a community is about. So in the course of working with these young people, I have discovered that it will be much cheaper and much safer if, one, we made sure that our children can be fed. How can it, think about this, look. How can you spend trillions of dollars to go look for a Taliban in Afghanistan, and you will not spend billions to give food to your children right here? there was any slogan that we should adopt, is to pray to the Almighty, make America wise. If there's any prayer we should pray, please God, give America wisdom and common sense. Yes. It should be a matter of national security that a child, we will spend 4 times, 5 times the amount of money to keep that child locked up than we would have spent making that child an engineer, making that child the person who could discover the cure for cancer. So what has the mousetrap got to do with you? The next time you are voting, the next time your elected officials are coming to tell you about the problems of our communities, the first thing you need to ask them, what about the children? If they do not start with very clearly stated points on how to maintain our children's well-being and further it, turn off the mic, get the person who controls the PA system and say that there's no electricity and shut the door. Next time you see the mayor, say to the mayor, what about the children? Next time you see any of our leaders, say, what about the children? Because I was once a child, you were once a child, I have children, they will have children, and so that is common sense that if we take care of our children, we'll secure our future. So since you already got the point, I don't need to, a word is enough for the wise. You know where I'm going, right? And there's no need to talk more. Thank you.